Hello, good morning. Stephanie Zima here with Walk It Free. And today we're going to be talking about anxiety and how clarity and seeking clarity can actually alleviate some of that anxiety that you are feeling, right? Okay, so how do you find clarity? Seeking clarity actually means actively seeking, understanding, or clearing up confusion that you may be having that is uncertain, right? Now, uncertainty is what really sets humans off. We are constantly trying to seek certainty. We want to be certain that we know. We want to be certain that we have enough money. We want to be certain that we are loved. We have this need. It's a basic human need of certainty. And these days, every single time when someone spins into an anxiety circle, it is actually because something is not certain. Well, in this world though, look at what's happening. We have so many areas that is not certain, especially as a mom. We do not know what our kids are going to be like. We do not know what's going to happen in school. We do not know how they are going to manage and cope in life, right? We do not know. There's so many different things that are just simply not certain. So seeking clarity can really help you making decisions and dissolving conflicts, improving communication, and really just finding your sense of direction. So when you are seeking certainty, that's when you are actually taking that anxiety and saying, you know what, anxiety, out with you, because now this uncertainty, because that's really what anxiety just is. It's just the thing that comes with uncertainty. Now, when you're seeking certainty in certain areas, obviously, whatever you focus on gets more off, right? So whatever you focus on grows. If you have so much uncertainty here and you become more certain, what is going to happen? You are going to lessen your anxiety. Okay, so what's the process of seeking clarity and what strategies could you evolve, right? Number one would be you could ask questions. Engaging in open and curious questions helps you uncover information. The more information you have about any kind of topic, the more certain you can become. The more certain you can decide, be that, maybe you can or cannot complete a challenge, or you may or not want to complete the challenge, or maybe there's assumptions of certain things, and if you are aware of what it really is, the assumption may or may not be correct, right? You can explore and become curious and get different angles of mindset, right, of a situation, different areas of ways to look at it, different perspectives. So asking questions is always number one strategy to gain information. The more information you have, the more certain you can become. Number two is reflecting and self-inquiry. Reflection is so important, and I feel like so little people are doing it. Not many people are really reflecting on what it is, because we are running like chickens with our heads cut off, right? We are on social media, we have we are scrolling just to relax our mind, and other than that we have a gazillion different things, influences, work wants something. It's just so much, right? It's so much, and because it's so much and it's so painful, often we either spin into this uncomfortable feeling of anxiety, and to alleviate, we are trying to scroll on our phones and just relax. But when you think about it, this action is not information seeking. This action is actually just numbing out your brain and giving it just a little bit of a relief, but it's not helping the ultimate situation. However, if you're reflecting and inquiring, where do I want to go? Gain clarity. What do I need to do? Where am I at right now? What am I needing to do? And what will it take to get there? You will get the information. Those were the questions, and you will get the information. And then once you are understanding, you can now start taking some action Okay, action, energy flows where action goes, right? So you have to take some action, and then you have to reflect on the end of that period of time that you set for yourself. You have to reflect and inquire, how did I do? Did I do okay? Did I not do okay? How did I feel? Did my anxiety get a little bit less? Did the anxiety get a little bit more? What exactly is it? If it hasn't, put yourself in a different position. Look at it from different perspectives. If I would have done this, could it be having a different outcome, right? It's important to take a look at these different angles and ask yourself these questions and reflect on it, okay? All right, number 3 would be gathering information. So now you are actively, okay, so you have your self-reflection. You're now actively gathering information of how could you have done it differently. Become certain. Remember, when you are more certain about whatever it is that you are feeling anxious about, the more certain you are, the less anxiety you feel. Anxiety only comes when you are feeling uncertain about something. Maybe you're not confident enough and you need to grow your self-confidence. Maybe you are not certain and you're feeling anxiety about strangers or doing new experiences or going to school, or whatever it is that you're feeling anxiety about, you're actually just not certain. Okay, so remember, apply it. How can you gather information that will help you become more certain? Write it in your journal. Okay, write it in your journal. Journal about it. I tried this. How did that feel like? How did that go? Was this helpful to me? Do not skip those steps of self-reflection, seeking more information, looking at different angles, okay, of any kind of situation, whether or not it's your parenting, or if it's like with, yourself, if it's like, maybe you're an empty nester. Maybe you need to figure out and you're feeling anxiety about being alone. Maybe you need to become curious about what it is that you're wanting to do with your life. Maybe you need to become curious about all the things that you wished you could have done when you were younger, but you haven't. Maybe it's not too late. Maybe you need to change your mindset of, if you're thinking you're too old, maybe you need to change your mindset on that and see what it is that your opportunities are, the opportunities you still have, right? Okay, writing and journaling about it. Just become curious, right? Then you visualize and your mind map. So what does that mean? Like, if you are here right now and you are not where you want to be, you are unhappy, you're feeling anxious about it, you have to mind map. You have to create a virtual representation of what it is that you're trying to achieve, your concepts, your relationships, your goals. Like, what is it that you're wanting to do? I asked my daughter this morning, right? We were on the way to swim practice, and I asked her, what is your goal? And she's like, well, my goal is to become this, an author. She wants to become an author. And I said to her, I'm like, okay, you want to become an author? Like, what do you need to do? What specific steps do you need to take? What is your plan for the next 5 to 10 years? Well, she's little still, so obviously that will probably change over the time, but it doesn't matter, because right now there may be things that she can do. She could work on reading books. She could write herself stories. She could, there's a different ways of accomplishing things. Now, when you are going about life, right, you need to really, really understand that clarity of any topic that you have going on, any goal, anything that's going on, anything that you're feeling anxiety about, gaining clarity on the steps and the facts and what it will take will alleviate that anxiety. Okay, you have to have a clear understanding of the circumstances. You have to understand what problems you will be faced with and what problems you can solve and how those problems could be solved, possibly, right? You have to develop a rational way of thinking. You have to develop a rational way of thinking. And what does that mean? You have to think about, okay, I'm afraid of meeting new people. Okay, how can I put myself in the positions that meeting new people is going to become normal to me, is going to become second nature to me? Why would I need to want to do that? What are the reasons why I want to do that? And who can support me and who can help me to achieve what it is that I want to achieve, right? If you want to change that anxiety, you have to get yourself into these situations so that you can become certain that you have the skills, you have developed the skills, you have the tools, you did not die, okay? So this way you disable your fight, flight, and fright nervous system reaction, because you have proven to your brain all the time, I did not die. I did it. I put myself in this position. I did not die, okay? Then you have to make those decisions. You have to make the decisions to put yourself into these situations, and you have to have support. I mean, I cannot stress this enough. You have to have support that can borrow faith for you, that can hold you accountable, that can tell you and empower you and walk this walk with you, right? Walk it free. That's exactly what it is. We are supporting you to walk your walk. Okay, you walk it, the fear or the anxiety or whatever it is that you're dealing with, you're walking it free with the support, okay, that you're getting from this community. That is so important. Now, I'm going to tell you a quick story about me and how I applied this in my life. I had the biggest fear that I wasn't able to, and especially after my mom had passed, I thought, I cannot take care of myself. I mean, I am at this point, I'm 47 years old, and somehow I had anxiety about being self-reliant, right? Because my mom was always in my life. Somehow there was always somebody there, and I had fear. I had a lot of fear of how can I live in this world? How can I create a business? How can I live and raise my children all by myself? Because now my security system, my parent was not there anymore, okay? And I feel there's a lot of people who are dealing with that situation. So what did I do? I traveled a lot. I took my children and I traveled by myself. I went camping. I went cross country to South Carolina. I traveled and traveled and traveled. And some people were thinking, like, do you not have a husband? Where's the husband? Like, yes, I did all those travels by myself because I wanted to prove to myself that I could do it. And every single trip that I took, the first trip, I was so nervous. I was sweating. I was exhausted. Anxiety was running rampant. However, I knew that if my brain could just get enough data that I could do it, if I could put myself enough times into those situations that I could do it, I would be able to make it happen. Okay? And that is what I want for you. That is exactly what I want for you. I want whatever endeavor it is that you are dealing with, whether or not it is, your parenting journey, whether or not it is your business journey that you're anxious about, whether or not it's grief that you're dealing with, whether or not it's social anxiety that you're dealing with, it doesn't matter. If you gain clarity, you are going to win. You are going to win. That's just what it is. You are going to tackle those situations that you're feeling anxious about, and you're going to win. That's just what it is. That's the benefit, right? You're going to win. You're going to level up your life. You're going to heal what's broken. You're going to connect with yourself and others, right? And you're going to level up your life. That's just what it is. So I hope this was helpful. Please let me know in the comments, and I shall see you all. Oh, actually, before I go, make sure you are checking out my community. I put them in the description box over here. Make sure you check those out, and get the support, guys. Get the support you need. Walk it free. Get the support, heal, connect, and level up.